you would just get fascinating stuff coming through. There's the book I regret not buying after going years later after going on a book buy with Tony, where we bought a biology professor's collection up at USU, and there was the big tall book like a tree, and it was Trees of Argentina, and it sat down here in the basement for a while, and then when I finally decided to come buy it, it was gone. But it was just fascinating seeing the weird books coming and going. Most of them you didn't buy yourself. You were happy to sell them to someone else. The other book I regret not buying here when I worked in the old days for Sam was over here in the old used book section at one time, and I had fun fooling around with that section, was the foreign languages. And like everywhere else in Utah, not much comes in with the Spanish stuff. But we had this really weird sort of yearbook come in from just after our Benz was bumped off or knocked out by the CIA in Guatemala, and the new regime had kind of a Guatemala yearbook of what's going on now that the country's free from communism and stuff like that. And I thought nobody in the world but me would want this book, and lo and behold, I came back to buy that too, and it was gone. Castillo Armas, that was the president, who got in, if you want to call him a president. I remember the days where the Weller crew on holidays, hosted by Jeff and Deborah, would go out for many drinks and croquet and the like up by Memory Grove. There were after-hours parties here also. I remember Sam Weller also coming down, so you're doing whatever down here, and I don't know, I guess he'd almost deliberately want to sneak up on you and make sure you were working, and all of a sudden, well, sometimes you would hear his footstep, but other times suddenly behind you, how we doing? Alacrity, that's what I like. That would be me when I was running up and down the stairs fetching this and that. Lucky I never killed myself or somebody else. I was a pretty fast mover. Still am, but especially then. But anyway, the books came and went quickly.